Welcome back, everyone, to our Havre AC save here on Football Manager 2017. We are here at the start of September after the close of the summer transfer window. Only one difference from when we did our preview episode on that, and I will show you him in a second. He is a deadline day signing, somebody we have been watching for a little while. And I decided to pull the trigger based on early season performance to bring in some support to help kind of get the squad developing. So first things first, let me introduce you to our new friend Daniel Indi. He is a Cameroonian, so um, I, I will fully admit we played a little thinly veiled ploy to a French colony in or a former, I apologize, a former French colony in Cameroon. We plucked him out of Sporting Gijón to play the advanced playmaker role in the attacking center mid in our 4-4-2 diamond formation because we were struggling there. I really like what I see. Great technical passing type guy, good dribbling, a big, strong fella, and young. So he fits into the squad in those forms. Pretty tough, brave character as well. Got some flair, got some good teamwork, hell of a work rate, which I love. Determination was a little bit of a worry, but we'll see what he brings to the table. And he's international, so he's got some higher experience and continued play and development. So excited for him. So how have things gone? Interestingly enough, we opened against Chamois Norte and just pounded them into the dirt 4-0 on the road. So it was a nice way to get started. They had somebody sent off. We did most of our work before that. We added one on after just for sport. But it was nice to see some goals go in. And then we went back to what we do best, and that is not scoring. Home to Marseille, Fabio Barini put us to the sword with a brace. Not a game I was expecting to win, so I'm not completely disappointed. Marseille are a fantastic team. We do what we can. Current Champions League team, Lyon. They had a guy sent off in the 87th minute, not enough for us to really capitalize and do anything, but we played very well. Impressed that we managed to keep them out of the net. So a nice point at home there. Unfortunately, we played a derby match and got wiped off the park against Caen. Beat 3-0. The goal scoring thing is a bit worrying, so we're going to try everything we can. On that. So Saint Etienne is the order of the day. Just a quick start. Again, goals. We've got a few guys with one. It's early in the season. A couple of assists. Couple of high raters in there, but again, we've only played a couple of games, so hard to tell. So Saint Etienne, we're 14th in the table, so but again, 4 points out of the first 4 matches. We need to pick up that pace a little bit, but we'll deal with it as we go on that. I'm not losing a lot of sleep just yet. But so we have Pelinar, Diallo, Mendy, and Ikoko, Mancio, Pai, and Kanate in the midfield, Indy, Mabella, and Corte up front. So the squad should be better than we've been. Perhaps I need a new staff to open my eyes, but I think we've improved. So Daniel needs a number. Fine, give him that. I think we are a better squad than we've been, so we should start to perform. I'm hopeful. A win vaults us up the table, potentially vaults us up pretty good. So, yeah, I'm glad we got rid of him. Yeah, no, I haven't made any knee-jerk buys. We have, like I said, we're watching a fairly small number of places. We're looking at French players. He came through some World Cup stuff that we were watching as we were scouting France. So we do a lot of specific targeting because we're not really searching all that wide, as we talked about a little bit in the last episode. We're not really searching all that wide a range of players, and places. So it's relatively straightforward so I can watch guys pretty carefully. Ooh, He wasn't even involved in the play. Why call an offsides? He had nothing to do with anything. Oh well, it seems silly. Offside seems a little broken, but what you gonna do? Well, we've had at least one highlight in our favor, so okay, good. Come on, let's play make. Let's see what you got. So we are playing against two of our forward players in this, against Adrian Hono and Gaetan Laborde. The good news is I'm not terribly worried about Laborde scoring because he couldn't score if we pulled the goalkeeper, at least if our history says anything. Hono is certainly a very dynamic playmaking midfielder, so he could be a bit of a concern. So we'll have to see what happens on that front. Mabella gets in there. Corte with the run. Come on. Nice save from the keeper there. So we took Saint Etienne to the tune of about $10 million, but not exactly like we shanked him for $100 million here. Just as a comparison, so the transfer window has officially shut. The Joker transfer window, so you can make one transfer between only French clubs, is open, but it's not something I plan on using. But the close just to help with comparative sake. So I think we spent 14 million in this transfer window, and PSG spent the most in League One at 275 million. So this is going to become incredibly difficult, at least in the without some miracles in the youth system to start popping up. This is going to be insanely, what the hell, dude? Insanely complicated for us to compete on talent in France. So we're going to need to get into Europe to start driving money, big money in lots of different places, because that's really going to be the only way we start doing it. And then I doubt we're ever going to close that kind of a gap. But, nice flick on, almost made it. I doubt we're ever going to close that kind of a gap, but if we can close up some of the gap with Champions League and Europa League money and get smarter tactically as seasons go on, perhaps we're going to have a better chance at it. But as it stands right now, we're just not in the same league as the Lyons, Monacos, and PSGs, for sure. I'm a little concerned about the delicate nature of our yeah. I'm a bit concerned about the delicate nature of our fragile morale. So I'm trying to figure out how to keep that from tipping over. So to keep our cohesion and morale up as best we can, because those are the kinds of things that will destroy us if we're not careful. Let's put Victor in. Let me get Enzo in. See if we can't give a little more playmaking support. Oh, well, we'll take it. Deflections are deflections. We're going to substitute him right off because he's been having an awful game, but fair enough. Way to say goodbye. Way to say goodbye, Jesse. Sometimes this is the kind of crap that we need to break in our favor. A little bit of luck would be certainly a nice thing. So Ikoko, who's my new favorite guy, Pi, right off the ass cheek of Perrin. Thank God for his left butt cheek, which put that bad boy into the net, and gives us a 1-0 advantage at the Stade Océan. Let's see, a little more vision. Let's see if we can't do this twice. Corte, ooh, just missing. Just missing wide. Come on. That wasn't so helpful. Do it again. Come on, we've got a foothold on this game now. Let's see if we can't get useful and do something here. Kind of take it out on them. Yeah, I'm happy we scored. Okay, fine. You can argue that was some really stupid dumb luck. We just need to hit our stride and find the back of the net. I mean, we certainly create opportunities, right? 4 on target, 10 shots. We're creating opportunity. We hold the ball and we're creating opportunities. We just don't do anything with our opportunities. We're going to bring Christian in for the last one because Daniel is dragging his ass around out there. Yeah, Ikoko's been playing just brilliantly. I'm very, very pleased. Whew, dodged a bullet on that one. I'm very, very pleased. He's been a stellar pickup that's really anchored our defense a bit back there. We still got work to do, don't get me wrong, but Mabella with a decent run. But he has anchored the situation and definitely made things better. Hono making me regret getting rid of him for. Trouble is, I said at this point, Saint Etienne is just a much, much bigger club, so it's very, very difficult for us. That was stupid. I guess we got the corner out of it. It's just very, very difficult for us to hold on to players, especially with continental competition coming up. So, if memory serves me correct, I believe Saint Etienne is in the Europa League this season here. So, in our save this season. So, it's difficult. I would have loved to have. Saved him into our midfield, but we still got some strong guys in there. It's hard to tell how long we'll have them, but we've got some guys in there. They're developing. We're growing. So hopefully we can add some points into the scheme, start to climb up the table a little bit. Like I said, there we go, Brahim Kanati puts his second goal of the season in, and I think that should do it, hopefully. I think, as I said, this year it's really like a Coupe de la Liga, or Coupe de France is really where we need to start paying attention to, because we're only going to be able to clever and develop our way to a certain point. I'm not going to put 11 Paul Pogbas out on the field, or Dimitri Payets or whatever. It's just not going to happen. If we get one every few years, it's going to be erratic, and we're still going to have to build teams around them, and it's going to be there's Gaetan scoring. Of course he scores 4 goals this year. F you, dude. It's going to be really difficult. So we really need to kind of push into the place where we're going to be able to start picking up bigger money, so we can start going after more French internationals, other sort of wonder kids that are appearing in France and sort of French territories and sort of the French colonial empire, former French colonial sort of empire. Brahim. As a way to kind of collect bigger players making a bigger step. It may get a little less developmental in that sense. I mean, wonder kids, obviously, if we start finding them, we'll bring them in to develop, but as we build our reputation, but it may get a little less developmental in that sense if we're really going to start going after the PSGs, Monacos, and Marseilles and Lyons of the world. But 12 is still okay. Picking up points is still okay. I'm okay with the win. Wow, Coco goes really deep to the byline there, or the touchline. Byline. Oh, F you. Do not let that man score. That guy couldn't score shit for us. I refuse to lose to him. I'm willing to go down to other players, but God, not the guy that we sold because he couldn't score to save his flippin' life. Okay, guys, come on. Let's give a little concentration here. Nicely done. Nicely done. Come on. Nice ball in. I mean, the intent is there. The execution isn't quite, but we're there, and when we're on, we can score. It's just that we're not doing this super consistently, and that's sort of the concern. Is that this is not a regular routine occurrence. Nice stop. Last action for the game here. Blow the whistle, blow the whistle, blow the whistle, blow the whistle. There it is, guys. So Le Havre AC 2, Saint Etienne 1 from the Stade Océan. A good win across the board. I am very happy with what they've done. I want to try and get the morale up. So we're up to 12th. Okay, not bad. We've got 5 points clear of the bottom. So, solid debut for him. So, peering into the future. Ooh, lovely. This is going to be a killer month. So we have away to the Stade Louis against Monaco. Guingamp, who are on a strong run at home. Stade Bressois, 29, away there. Looks like we're going to be back for Nice. Interesting. Looks like a former Le Havre product from our first season, Harold Makudi, completed a transfer there, so maybe we will run into him in defense. So at home, at the Stade Océan against OGC Nice will be our next game. So until then, guys, if you are liking the video in the series, please smash the like button if you haven't already. Do subscribe to the channel for all the content that I've got rolling out, and I will see you back here. I believe this one will roll out on Monday against Nice. So until then, guys, have a good one.